Perfect, thank you.
I'll tell them when they come.
Know, since you're advocating for the police on their budget, how do you feel about one of the officers still working for the task force, especially when they killed Jamal Francis and DeAndre Campbell and Mike Harris?
Is that the Peel police?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not familiar with any of those cases. When did they occur?
So the one
2 years ago?
Yes, about in 2020. One is with Jamal, and he hasn't gotten any justice. So I'm just wondering, how do you feel? Because since there's new head office that's coming toward our way, and a new department from a different task force from Peel Police, how do you feel about a Peel Police officer putting their knee on a black man last year and this year?
Well, I certainly don't want to see any kind of discrimination in our Peel Police services, and one of the reasons why they do need adequate funding is to make sure that they have adequate training to make sure that those things don't happen, so that they can do adequate recruiting to bring people in that represent the diverse community that is at Peel, and so that we can prevent those things from happening by making sure that we have quality people doing that work and not necessarily an underfunded police service that can't also investigate itself, police itself, and make sure that it's responsible. But I'd also encourage you to go to the Peel Police Service Board, which holds public meetings where you can ask these questions as well, because they are the ones that formulate the budget. Councillors just vote yes or vote no. We don't actually get to determine how the police budget is spent.
Okay, but since most of the funding that's being funded by taxpayers, but right now we have the main issue with the police on accessing their database.
So again, the Peel Police Service Board would be the appropriate body for you to go to get that information, because it doesn't come through council or even the regional council. They have their own board, okay, of both citizen and appointed people, and as well as Peel
but
Police.
It is
and they are the ones where you would make the FOIs and be able to ask them these questions in public format at their monthly meetings.
Okay, this is not the first time the police officers try to access any data from their database. This is Ottawa police have done that, and then now the Peel Police are doing that. Especially, how do you feel about them doing with the Project South?
I'm not familiar with that project, so I can't speak to it.
Because 3 of the Peel Police officers were caught with the Project South.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. Is that the issue in Toronto with the corruption?
Yes, but that was Peel Police officers.
And again, I believe that all of the Peel Police officers were suspended. So thank you very much for your questions. I've answered 3, and I really need to move on to the other people.
I'm from Mississauga Streets for Palestine. I'm sure that you've heard of us, right? We've talked to you before. We wanna make an appointment with you.
Yeah.
Are you willing to talk to us?
I think I have engaged with you guys.
Yeah.
I've seen your material that's come to the office. I've read the material. I've passed that on to the central team.
Okay.
I don't make decisions for the country in terms of foreign policy.
Okay.
I am your voice in Ottawa, and I'm happy to read the files that you give and the information that you share and take that to Ottawa.
Okay.
Can I ask you?
Shake my hand, please.
Regarding what's happening with the anti-Islam, anti-Muslim hate?
Yeah, no, we don't want that. We stand up for. We have no tolerance for any intolerance to anybody. We are against Islamophobia. We are against anti-Semitism. We want no hatred. We want no divisions. And Mississauga is beautiful that way, because this is a place, it's a beacon for the world where people live peacefully and in harmony. We have so many groups, religions, people from all over the world, and we live here in great peace and harmony. And the other good news is we always stand in solidarity of each other. Should there be an incident of hatred, we stand with each other to protect those people.
Okay, so what's happening with this world? Because since anti-Muslim hate has been a rising up since what's happening with Israel and Palestine, what is your intake with Palestine right now?
We're not, my focus is Mississauga. I want to be mayor. I want to ensure that we have a city where people are proud of, that their taxes are low, where the crime rate is low, where we don't have incidents of hatred, right? And we want a mayor who's engaged in the community. We must stop all the divisions, right? This is what's important at the municipal level of government.
That will be read out very shortly after a couple of performances. But before that, over on the east side of the City Center Drive.
Light Foods, right over here, we're sponsoring yesterday's contest, and moments ago, over on the other side, we're sponsoring yesterday's and today's.
Looks out to be free for you.
And welcome to our new sponsor, General Mills. We've got free shipping in this contest all the way between us and the council. I'm also going to take a minute to thank our government.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to do a few extra shout outs for some special sponsors we have here. It's a hot day, so before you sit down and watch BLJ or the Super Dogs, the Super Dogs is next, BLJ is right after them. Grab a cool, refreshing drink. Where can you get these drinks, you might ask? Well, you can go and get some amazing summer quenchers from Bobo Shack. Get your summer quenchers from Bobo Shack. We've got juices. Once again, fresh juices. Come in here. And of course, Tropic Love. They've got one of the best looking drinks I think I've seen. You get to drink straight out of the watermelon. You get to drink straight out of the pineapple. Thank you to Hot Love for doing those fun drinks. And all the way up.
Happy Friday, our German Shetland dog. Here comes.
Oh.